Some people dream of marrying earlier and starting a family, but no one has ever thought that a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old would get married and have a successful relationship.
Ni sawa, hilo swala liloambiwa ni la ukweli kwa sababu ile tulikuwa mimi na mume wangu tulikuwa tunaishi tangu utoto.
Kwa kweli mimi nilikuwa bado mdogo. Miaka kama 9.
Meet this husband and wife who got married at 9 and 6 years of age respectively. Yes, you heard that right. And from there, they have never looked back, loving each other unconditionally. Most marriages are initiated by adults, but for these ones, they were ready to take on marital responsibilities even at a young age, and they don't regret it. They grew up together, playing with each other, studying together, and now they are inseparable. Marriages require maturity, understanding, and consent from both parties. But how did this happen? How did they manage such responsibilities at a young age? I couldn't understand how these two grew up together, got married at a very young age, and now live a happy life. So I visited them in Mwanza, Tanzania, to know more about their story.
Kwa majina naitwa Pangupakavu.
My name is Pangupakavu, and I am 62 years old. Back in our days, if you wanted to marry a particular girl, you would first gather information about her family. This process could take up to 2 years, during which they would investigate you before agreeing to the marriage. During that time, if you met a girl and fell in love with her, you would immediately inform her family and make a formal request.
Mimi naitwa Fatuma Omari.
My name is Fatuma Omari, and I am 59 years old. My husband and I have been together since we were children, living as part of the same family. I used to stay at his home from the age of 6, not knowing why. I even thought we were related due to living with the same families more often, and eventually our parents decided to marry us.
In their era, the community played a very big role in the marital process. Families sent messengers to investigate potential matches. These thorough investigations ensured that both families were compatible and that the marriage would be strong and lasting. The journey to marriage had to be a carefully paved path for generations, guided by families. This process was characterized by a slow and meticulous approach, looking at all the details and behaviors of in every aspect. But as time progressed, the traditions began to change. The slow, deliberate process of courtship gave way to a faster, more individualistic approach.
Kwa kweli mimi nilikuwa bado mdogo. Miaka kama 9.
When I was 9 years old, my parents had already chosen my future wife without my knowledge, and even paid the bride price. The girl, who would become my wife, often visited our home to observe and learn about me, and I did the same with her. Little did I know, my parents had already chosen her as my future partner.
I didn't know why my parents sent me to his home. We only played children's games together. Yes, we went to school together. People talked a lot, whispering about us, but we didn't know what it was about. When the time came, our parents announced that we were to be married.
The thorough investigations conducted by both families ensure that marriages are not just unions between individuals, but between families. This creates a strong foundation for the couple to build their lives together. However, the world has changed. The dating culture has led young couples to date for themselves and often meet in various settings, cafes, universities, and social events.
Unajua ndoa za sasa hivi.
Today, the institution of marriage in Mwanza and around the globe has undergone significant changes. Nowadays, young individuals enjoy greater freedom when it comes to selecting their life partners. However, this newfound freedom is not without its challenges. In the present day, a young man must ensure that he has amassed sufficient funds before considering marriage. If he expresses his intention to marry, the girl's family, and even the girl herself, will carefully scrutinize him, evaluating his financial stability. Unfortunately, this emphasis on financial capabilities has often resulted in negative outcomes, as relationships primarily founded on financial factors tend to be short-lived.
It's surprising how easy it has become to meet a girl in a bar or on the street, fall in love, and quickly plan to get married. However, these marriages often don't last long because they lack the thorough background checks that were done in the past. In our case, it was the elders who made the decision, not ourselves. I believe this was a good way to start, and it paid off, as divorce rates were lower during our time. In fact, getting a divorce or being associated with that topic was even considered shameful.
The shift from arranged marriages to self-chosen partnerships reflects the broader changes in today's society, let alone here in Tanzania. Economic pressures and the influence of global culture have reshaped how young people approach marriage. These two wishes imply a desire for a proper balance between tradition and modernity. To achieve this, it is important to devote more time to the essence of marriage, ensuring that it remains rooted in a strong bond of trust, respect, and mutual support.
Yaani ninavyosema, kukwazana ni hali ya kawaida.
In any marriage, there will always be problems and challenges, and disagreements are completely normal. My wife and I have faced our fair share of conflicts, but we have learned to apologize and forgive each other, which strengthens our relationship and allows us to maintain a happy and fulfilling bond.
I've never caught my husband cheating, and if he has, I am unaware of it. We are together and live happily. Minor disagreements are part of daily life, and if my husband makes a mistake, he apologizes and I forgive him. If I wrong him, I also ask for forgiveness, and he forgives me. There is no such a thing as a perfect marriage, but there has to be a way of handling things.
Today, child marriage is highly inappropriate and illegal in most countries due to its serious violation of human rights and the severe consequences it has on the physical and psychological health of the children involved. While we can't change the past, we can examine how certain important matters were handled in order to learn from them and potentially implement some of their principles that may be beneficial. The story of this elderly couple also highlights one of the positive aspects of arranged marriages. Perhaps, to alleviate the increasing rates of divorce, we should consider returning to traditional marriage practices. Although they faced their fair share of challenges, their bond, which was formed in childhood and solidified by their parents, remains unbreakable despite the changing times. Thank you for watching. I am Simon Greenwood, and this is Afrimax English. If you learned anything from this story, please share it with friends and do not forget to subscribe.